Water, they say, is life. We all need water. We need potable water every day to maintain a healthy life. But this is not the case everywhere. In the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) report, it is reported that water scarcity affects more than 40% of the people around the world, an alarming figure that is projected to increase with the rise of global temperature as a consequence of climate change. In Ghana, the issue of access to safe water is no different. Water scarcity affects about 40 to 50% Ghanaians, according to reports conducted by Safe Water Network and Integrated Social Development Center, ISODEC, respectively. In mitigating this global challenge, the United Nations has set a target to ensure that there is universal access to safe and affordable water for all by 2030. This is one of the 17 goals that make up the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. ISBYC strongly shares some opinion that universal access to safe and affordable water by all must be achieved even before 2030. In ISBYC's 2019 project, there's a target to build 3 boreholes for 3 communities in the Eastern, Central or Greater Accra region. On Monday, 7th January 2019, the ISBYC team headed by its president embarked on a trip to some communities in the Eastern region, which have challenged in accessing potable water. The team visited 5 communities in the Yilo Krobo municipality. The first community they visited was New Somanya, a community with a population of about 500 people and about 150 households. The main occupation is farming. The entire community has 2 taps, which flows once a week, and 1 borehole, which does not flow in dry season. People mostly travel to the municipal capital Somanya with gallons to buy water. The next community the team visited was Akwali Jojo. The team was welcomed by the elders of the community. This community has a population of about 300 people and about 90 households. The main occupation here is mango farming. They have only 1 borehole built 20 years ago, but unfortunately it is damaged. The community people walk for about 300 meters to fetch water from a borehole, which serves 2 other communities. The main Ghana Water Company line is about 2 kilometers away from this community.
Because main pipe no quite. Oh, okay. But a fahana, now they are fabric nasi. Now you track one movement.
In ISBYC's plan, there's an option for building a borehole for the community or tapping from the main GWC line and building 3 pipes for the community and providing polytanks to be used as reservoirs. The team proceeded to Kometu. This community has a population of about 150 people and about 40 households. They have 1 borehole built in the early 80s and is still functioning perfectly. The only problem of this community is that it is an off-grid community. The team traveled further up the Ikuapem-Togo range to a community called Agojo. The team was very welcomed by the chief and elders of this community. This community has a population of about 500 people and about 190 households. The main occupation is farming. They have 1 mechanized borehole, which was built by a philanthropist less than a month ago, but doesn't flow, always because it doesn't have an exclusive electric meter. There are also 2 manpower boreholes. One is damaged and the other aside that is situated at the outskirts of the community. It produces salty water. Aside with the water challenge, this big community also lacks clinics, schools, and a toilet facility. They made their last visit to a community called Com. This community has a population of about 200 people and about 40 households. The main occupation here is farming. The community depends on a stream that is about 200 meters away for drinking water. This community has the only school in the area, and pupils from as far as Agozo and other communities attend the school. The school has a population of over 400 people from kindergarten to junior high school. This community is by the main highway that leads to Koforidua, Eastern Regional Capital. This road is one of the roads in the Eastern that records highest number of road accidents and fatalities. During school time, the school kids are sent to fetch water from the stream, which requires them to cross these dangerous roads. The safety of the school kids remains a worry. The short-term plan for ISBYC is 1. To build a borehole for Com and as well provide polytanks to be used as community water reservoirs. 2. To provide mathematical and English reading books for the pupils of Com LA Primary School. 3. ISBYC intends to permanently solve the potable water issue in Akole Jojo by tapping from the main GWC line closer to the town, building 3 pipes in the community, and providing polytanks to be used as community water reservoirs. These must be achieved latest by end of June 2019. The long-term plan for ISBYC is it intends to build 6-unit school facility for Agozo community. ISBYC wishes to appeal to donors to support in this worthy cause. There are many communities like these across the nation that need urgent help. ISBYC appeals to partners in championing this worthy cause. For more information, kindly visit www.isbyc.com.
I smile because you care. I smile because you care. I smile because you care.